Welcome to ATB TV. I'm Darren Dance here with Peter Morganti on the eve of Easter.
We've gone from Studio A to Studio B, Darren.
It's very busy over there outside Woolworths. The chocolates are flying out the door.
Easter eggs everywhere, Darren.
Have you been and filled the basket?
No, but I think I ate me quota. I went to Horsham. I'm sitting in the callers box where I film. There was a hot cross bun and about 20 of those little hard Easter eggs, and a coffee, and a water.
They're looking after you.
Well, the water I hardly touched. The coffee I did. The Easter eggs are gone, and the hot cross is gone. So I'll ban myself from Sunday. I've gone early.
No, I'm going to leave them alone.
Yeah, too late for me.
See how long that goes.
Too late for me. Yeah, anyway, we've got a bit of weather coming, Darren, so it's just starting to rain here in Ballarat as
I
we sit
love
here.
Victoria.
4 o'clock.
Love Victoria.
4 o'clock on a Thursday.
It's been a big week.
Been a good week in terms of a couple of winners. You've had a trip
I've been to
north.
Sarve the Suns
on
on
Sunday, yeah.
And then been to Sydney for the sales, and
Yep.
here we are.
Yeah, we've got a...
I'm kind of half looking forward to Easter because I've got nothing on really. It's just family stuff.
I'm looking forward to watching about a quarter of the footy tonight.
Who's playing?
Collingwood and Brisbane, because I reckon by the time I recline my feet...
Surely that's on Fox.
That's SBS.
We don't want to be watching that.
Well, there'll be a lot of people barracking for Brisbane.
23.5 million Australians, yep.
Anyway, we'll get off footy. Winners, runners, Darren. We had 4 last week.
Righto.
We were going to have 5. We had 1 scratch today. Frankly, Roses.
Didn't get a run.
No, it was 1 scratch, and I kept refreshing to see whether we have another 5 each one on 100 to 1 chance, but I don't know, she'll go somewhere in the next week or so. Flick back to Bendigo last Saturday, which was the Golden Mile Day, the standalone meeting on the Saturday. We had a dandy man run 5th. It's probably been the norm for where he's been running well without sort of winning.
Yeah, they went.
It was I must
really
admit,
hard there.
And it was a fairly strong sort of race.
Yeah, well, the winner's a good horse. I mean, the first 3 cleared out, didn't they? They just cleared out. They were on speed. They hammered.
Yep.
And they cleared out.
Well, they're Saturday class horses.
Where did we finish? 5th.
5th
beaten
5 and a bit, wasn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, and never a hope. The way the race panned out.
Not a lot of horses.
Not over that distance.
Not
no
a
one
lot of
ran
horses
on.
ran on.
Which is unusual for Bendigo.
Yeah, it is.
It's not unusual. I thought when they went really hard, I said to Liz, the back markers will close here, but they never did they.
No. So you always thought, it can't
just couldn't pick up.
No.
Look, rightly or wrongly, I've said to the stable we need to take him out to a mile and find out if he can run a strong mile, because he's not going to win a 1300 in that class at all.
No, well...
He's got to go to a weaker class.
Not at that level, you'd have to go to a weaker class.
So let's get him over a mile. He's not supposed to be a wet track horse.
No.
So we've got about... Well, I don't know if we'll be out of time.
We've got a few days left in April.
Looking at the forecast, this would be a bad spot piece.
Yeah, a lot of trolleys being jammed up. Yeah.
Look, probably going to be rained now.
Yeah.
But, where are we going? Bendigo. When's that?
No, that was where he ran.
Oh, yeah.
Hey?
Where's he going next?
Well, Mitch had a couple options. It was
Pakenham,
a Sandown run, a Sandown race, a Pakenham race, or Terrain Cup Day, which is next Sunday.
Wow.
So
They're probably all going to be wet. But anyway, look, I just said to Mitch, let's just stop mucking around here, get him into a mile, get Yandel on him, have a crack, see what happens, and then make a decision on what we do with him.
Yep. No. You can't.
We're treading water.
You run 3rds and 4ths and 5ths and 2nds. It's consistency, but it's not gaining the ultimate.
He's not looking like winning a race at the moment.
No. We may have missed our beat at Ballarat that day when he was unlucky. But anyway, we did have a winner, and with a horse typically a bit similar in the fact that he was racing well without winning. But on this freshen up, we got him to sail over 1700, 2 Bay Shore, and it was a good, tough, honest win. He had to work chasing that leader, and then when he was getting to the leader, there was another one coming, but he was good to the line.
We needed that. It's 12 months since that horse won. But look, he hadn't had a lot of runs in that time. He doesn't go on the wet, So he had that freshen up, and then he's come back and ran a couple of nice lead-up runs. Finally got him out to the proper distance of 1700.
A couple of little gear tinkers.
He got the job done.
Yep.
I thought he rode him pretty well, Zach Spain. We've been a little bit critical of some of his rides, but he rode him really positive.
Yeah.
On the corner when he was pumping him, I'm thinking, oh, geez, which way are we going to go here? But he responded. Second horse closed well late, but I think that second horse is a good horse, and I think we just follow that second horse. He'll be winning next time. Hopefully it's not against us over 2,000, but we are going to try him over 2,000 at Sandown if it's not too wet, and see what happens there.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. I was just talking about different training venues, Pakenham, that uphill, I know the track, but even the training tracks where they finish off their works all uphill, and I reckon that helped him late. Big sails straight, and he was really strong through the line. So, yeah, no, well done to all the owners. It's been frustrating to say the
He's still got a good record.
Yeah, terrific.
He's always around the money.
Dozen odd starts. Is that 4 wins now?
Yeah,
Three
three,
wins.
I think.
Three.
And he's always around the money. He's consistent. He tries. He's genuine. He's sound. He's won 110,000.
Have a throw at the stumps.
Is he kind of like a Hasseltoff that's going to pick up a couple of nice races next prep and get himself up into that $200,000 or $300,000 range, which makes him a pretty handy horse?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's much between those two.
No, I think he's got more upside. I think even Zach said after he won, he's still doing a lot wrong. He's still immature in the brain, and he's 4. So, he might just be a late developer. No superstar, but a good fun horse.
And I don't know where this prep sort of ends, but
next start, I reckon.
Yeah, and then you got winter off, and then he'll come back in at a good time towards the back end of spring into the summer.
What we did with Hasseltoff
and that's
this year.
exactly where he picked up those couple of city wins.
So look, he gets the chance to go to Sandown and run the $250,000 race. How often does that happen?
Yeah, well, that's right. Well, we had a bit unlucky in that day last year.
Well, that was at Caulfield. This one's a Sandown, so
might suit him a bit better. Yeah. Kyneton on Tuesday, another winner.
Note to the future: do not park next to a trolley return stand ever again.
That was my fault.
There's 5,000 parks over there.
We've got Dan Murphy's right over there. We should have parked.
We should have got a couple of travellers.
Queen of Melwa, we did make commentary on her really good run at Pakenham on debut and said, "Oh, wait till she gets out to 1,400." She did. The smart punters got on and got the money. Tuesday.
11's into 4s.
$4.50 or $4, yeah.
And
Joe Bowditch rode.
pulled a good ride out. Wound back the clock, Joe.
Yeah, he's actually had a good week, and so's the Griffiths de Cock stable week, 10 days, I think 9 winners.
Yep.
So
No, that was good.
So that's a Dandy Man's
half-sister.
by Pariah.
Yeah, we bred her and she went through the sales, and Robbie Griffiths paid $180 for her.
Yep.
And we just kept a share. Some of the breeders kept a share in her, and they got rewarded on Tuesday Cotton with a nice win, and a filly who's off to Sandown in a couple of weeks to see what she can do. So she may well be a city class horse in the making.
Well, yeah, good placement. You have a crack 3-year-old fillies. I mean, the 3-year-old races from here to the end of the season generally get a little weaker.
Yeah.
The good ones have done all their stuff. So, yeah, that was a good result. Second up.
Very
second
happy.
race start. Yesterday at Ballarat we had the Tozen Stardom 3-year-old? 4-year-old? 3-year-old?
3-year-old stayer.
Yeah. Samurai Star.
Debut.
Yeah, he drew wide and they just rode him cold for, potentially to run on, and he was probably the run of the race outside the top 3. I was sort of on the home turn, what's going to happen here? Do you just plug along and be 2 lengths behind the second last horse? But he was actually closing late, beaten 3.5, 3.6.
Yeah, he was 9 lengths off him at the 400.
Yep.
He got beat 3.6. The winner won well, and his Starian's been running in group races.
Yeah.
It's quite a handy horse that had sort of ran around those stakes races without winning a maiden. It drops back, and it's a good thing there. Won by a clear length.
And ridden up on pace.
Yeah, won by a clear length. Our horse, with 9 off him on the corner, flies home.
Yeah.
Run 6, beaten 3.5. 1,400 not suitable. Debut. No big raps on it pre-race, but I think everyone was quite happy after the race, and he'll step out to a mile. Can he win at a mile? I'm not sure, but I think he can win at 2,000.
Yeah, it's typical of these horses when they're coming through. You never got a trial over a 1,400 or 1,600 to get any gauge.
You're just flying
so you're
blind.
flying blind, and he actually didn't. even in the trials, show that, oh, well, he definitely needs to get out to a mile. But when you get to race day and it's a different tempo and all that, and I think really positive is what Dean Yendall said, that every time he hooked on a bum, he relaxed beautifully, which is a good sign if you want to get out to 2,000.
Being a stayer.
Yeah, well, Tozen started and won the Toorak over a mile, and he won the Australian Cup over 2,000. I think he ran her up in a futurity over 1,400. So he was versatile.
He was very good.
He had a brilliant turn of foot off any sort of speed. So
and this bloke's
he's going to win a race.
He's half to cracker dance.
Yeah,
So,
La Passe.
after cracker dance.
So I mean, she was a miler, wasn't she? Dead set mile.
Yeah, La Passe was a miler, and cracker dance is probably not much good, but looking for 3,000. But it's a staying family.
Yeah. Well, look, definitely going to win a race or two on that. I mean,
let's see how much he progresses.
Yeah, I mean those Wednesday.
Matt Hill got a bit excited.
Yeah, he picked it up.
Eye catcher. The eye catcher.
And then
I watched it 3 times. I didn't think it was an eye catcher.
And I went. I
thought it was a good run.
I was picking the kids up at that stage, so I did hear Matt's, and then I went back to the radio, and it's back to the studio, and they said the one to follow out of that race might be the one in the fluoro. So they picked it up. So we start $2.50 next start.
Yeah, red flop.
So,
all right.
So they are runners. Obviously, we mentioned
2 out of 4. That's all right.
Frankly, Rosie was scratched. Yeah, so we're
better than the way we've been going.
We're back to 17 winners. So we're about 16.3 striking.
Oh, well, we're ticking up all right.
43, top 3. Right, Darryl, we've got 3 runners.
This will be interesting.
We know of up to Tuesday.
This will be really interesting to see how many actually go around.
The most nominated horse in Australasia finally has been accepted to run at Warwick Nabil in Arthurian Princess.
Camelot filly, staying tight. First up over.
1800. Reece McLeod, I thought he'd retired 12 years ago. Simon Wild. There's race meetings everywhere across, so finding a jockey was hard enough. Are they going to race? Will they race there? Forecast, 50 mils. If a track is up in that area that it will hold up, it is Warwick Nabil.
We're in an early race, aren't we?
But she doesn't like the wind, does she? Or does she?
Camelot's normally swimming it.
Yeah, well,
is she race 1 or race 2?
I reckon it was 1, wasn't it? Yes.
So we're a chance.
So we're a chance to get 1 race out of the barrel.
Anyway,
I don't know what to say about her, apart from the fact that Linda Beach has loved everything she's done this preparation.
Given that she's a stayer, she's in the same boat as Samurai Star.
Yep.
Got no idea.
No.
How far is this race?
18.
First up, in a career, 1,800.
Aiming towards an Oaks.
Oh, yeah, righto. Let's see.
Well,
we got no idea, have we?
If you want to have a little punt there, maybe find a bookie and see what you can get a Warwick Nabil maiden into a South Australian Oaks.
How the hell do you get a guide on an 1,800 metre horse first up, where the trials are no further than, what, 12?
So I think she went over 14. It was 104.
But they're only walking events, so we're flying blind here. But anyway, look, she's well bred. She's bred to run 2 mile.
Warwick Nabil's a real tight.
I think the mum won over 4,000. So
Warwick Nabil track's real tight too, so it's not a real good.
This is one we bred, took to the sale. Simon Wild bought it, and then some of the breeders stayed in for a bit of fun. He's talked it as an Oaks horse, as a Country Cups horse later on. So
this thing might just go bang, Darren. It just might go bang. See Pushka
might go plop
couple of stars there, and we got nutted a couple of times when they went on.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. We haven't spoke to Simon Wild. He hasn't given us any update or any idea yet. But given the fact it's been 38 times and never raced, wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't go around. Good luck to the very, very patient owners that are involved in this horse.
I might forget to put it on the float. Sunday, the following day, Mean Girls. We did mention last week that she missed out on a run at Mudgee, and now she's in at Mudgee. Yep. But I think she's first emergency.
Yeah.
But, well,
there's a horse there that's drawn.
You're a rough chance,
with no job.
You're a rough chance of getting a run.
No, she'll be right.
And it's a 1,600 metre maiden was 1,600 metre race is what we've been looking for.
Have we?
Well, she was unlucky, but that seems like 12 months ago now we said she was unlucky that day.
Surely we can win this and then we can put it online.
All right, so enough said there. We're hoping for a win.
We need to win so we can sell it.
Actually, there was a dog race on a dog called Mean Girl won. So there might be a little omen.
Right.
Tuesday at Bendigo. Cracker Dance, we spoke about
I'm going up to Bendigo Tuesday.
You're going up for a look?
Yeah.
Well, she's in a 1.5 mile maiden.
1.5 miles.
2,400.
Please don't be a bog track.
Well, the rough chance is going to be in a slow range at least.
Anyway. She's been crying out for 2,400.
Perfect track for her, perfect distance for her.
She's had 2 runs. This is her 4th run. She had 2 goes over 2,000. I'm pretty sure she's run 4th both times.
Yep.
Normally, though, there's an old formula that if you have 2 4ths, you normally win your next start.
Right.
Have you heard that one?
We had about 5 4ths in a row there, all horses, and we've had 2 winners this week. So.
Yeah, normally horses, if they have a couple of 4ths and they're looking for more distance, they pop up and win their next one.
Wives' tail.
Yeah, it is.
Hunter's tail.
Bit of one of those sick ones, blinkers first time.
Yeah, all that. Oh well.
Anyway, let's just see.
Owners be happy if that's right.
She gets a chance. So I'm going to go up Tuesday because I'm...
Pat Maloney stays on. He rode it last night, didn't he?
Yeah, he was...
Drawn it a little wide.
He actually said to get her out to this trip.
Yeah.
Oh, well, 2,400 what? They'll all just canter down the straight and find their spots.
Might be best to be out to get to the outside anyway. Who knows? So that's... Yeah, well, look, if it's all plays nice and the track's not too wet, she'd be some sort of chance.
She would be. What else have we got to talk about, Pete?
Well, I don't know about runners Wednesday and Thursday. I don't know the nominations, but...
we haven't seen any.
No, there's that many. Well, it is only Thursday, so they're probably... I don't know.
I don't know what happens. Anyway, last week's comp, no winner.
No winner. It was hard. I got 2 4ths.
I wish I win. A lot of people had that.
I had Nature Strip. He set the race up.
What'd you have in the second leg?
Just Folk. It ran 4th too.
Yeah, a lot of people had it, but no one had the winner. Hit a shock or whatever it was called.
Yeah, he's a shocker, right?
Yeah, no one had that. And the winning jockey, nobody had the winning jockeys up in Sydney either.
Maria and someone was.
Yeah, and Clipperton, Sam Clipperton.
Yeah,
so
Maria's 2 winners.
Not mentioned.
With double figures.
Not mentioned, either of them. He was the champion. He rode Heartbreak City.
I know. I said last week he was up there and I didn't even follow him.
Anyway, so this week we're going to go again because I know you're all going to be bored on Easter Saturday.
Yep, so we've got the Easter Cup.
Easter Cup
at
in
Sandown.
Melbourne, at Sandown, the Easter Cup, and in Sydney, the Queen Elizabeth. Now, that's going to be interesting because don't go too early here because the track's a heavy 9. There is some doubt on Animo running.
Yep.
Given that he's potentially a $60 million stallion, you wouldn't want him running down the track in the Queen Elizabeth, would you?
Especially
against the stablemate.
Well, and the other word was we have a big program overseas.
So just hold your horses and just monitor the scratchings for the Queen Elizabeth. So
Cascadian's in that race too.
Yeah.
Cummings didn't dismiss it, probably because he's maybe thinking that I might scratch Animo.
So what I'd say is the comp is you got to get the winners and the margin.
Yep.
A few people forgot the margin last week, so you just went straight to the bin. And we'll go again with our leading jockey, but this time in Melbourne, because I think it's going to be a little bit harder to find the winner.
All the B graders down in Melbourne.
It's going to be a little bit harder to find who's going to be winning because you're going to have wet tracks and you're going to have a real spread. I know, just doing it last week in Sydney, trying to work out who the winners were.
Yeah.
The list, there was 15 or 16 jockeys on the list this time with points.
Yep.
But a couple of weeks ago there was only 6, so it was amazing.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the Melbourne form for the jockeys and number of points, and the Easter Cup and the Queen Elizabeth Stakes and the margin, please.
So it might be a good thing not to
email to me.
Don't go Animo too early, and don't have James McDonald as your jockey.
I think you've got to wait till Saturday morning for this.
Right, till 10 o'clock.
Do your form tomorrow. Work on a wet track in both venues, and good luck.
Yeah. You went to Sydney. How wet is it up there?
No, it was good. The weather was good. Sat in the sun on
quite warm
Tuesday. We're supposed to fly up Monday. Flight got cancelled. Supposed to fly up Tuesday morning. Flight got cancelled. Got bumped onto the next one, and it took off half an hour late. Got to the complex half an hour before the horse went through the ring. No stress.
Panic.
No stress.
I sent about 16 emails.
No wonder we had about 50 drinks
afterwards.
Got home last night, so back into it. So what's coming up? Train Cup, we've got the marquee, so we've got that all sorted. For those wondering, we'll get your invoices out next week.
You got a full bill there?
Yeah, we got a full. Well, we can always fit more, but
Yeah.
we've got a lot of interest, so we'll just do those invoicing next week. And if you don't pay before the weekend, you don't get a ticket. So bad luck.
Usually a really good day there.
Should be good. We've got a Hasseltoff going to the Cup. I think Matthew Williams is running the 2-year-old we bred by Shalar in the 2-year-old race.
Yep.
And well, there could be a couple others going there. Dandy Man, who knows who else. So it'll be good just to go down there, get in the marquee and relax.
Yes.
And then the Sunday after, we're off to the Andrew Bobbin show.
Yes, that's
Grampians
open
Racing.
day. Yes.
So that's on the Sunday. It's 10:30 start, Pete. I have to feed the horse at 4 a.m.
Well, it's a bit over an hour. Be down 20 for me, so we
2.5 for me.
2.5, yeah.
So
You've been up there?
Oh yeah, I've been there once.
Yeah, people will.
I drove around and around in circles in the truck trying to find the gate.
Yeah.
I hope he's got signs.
Oh well, we need some balloons and signs up. Yeah,
up.
because you can drive. I mean, you pick it up eventually, but you can drive straight past the gate. But
yeah. Anyway, surely it's
people
gonna
will be
have signs
impressed
up.
with what they see when they get there.
Yeah, so he's got about 8 or 9 to parade, and he's got music, and he's got food and drink.
He's got the whole shebang.
Yeah.
Must be a lot of money in being a trainer.
Maybe. Seems that way, doesn't it?
Not too sure whether there's much in being an owner.
I think he's going to get a big crowd up there.
Yeah,
so it should be a good day.
Popular person, Andrew, and
He seems that way.
yeah, he's very friendly, very owner-centric. Is that the word?
I don't know. But when
Owner-centric?
they won that race at Mooney Valley the other day, they went mad.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah. No, he does a good
Looking
job.
forward to the day. All right, we're going to wrap it up.
Yeah, I don't think I've got too much more. I can't even tip you a winner.
Can't you? Out of that lot?
No, out of that lot, geez, you have a crack. But three girls there.
I'm going Mean Girls. Mean Girls at Mudgee.
Should be $10 or $12.
Yeah, I'm going Mean Girls.
All right, Mean Girls.
Surely Luke Pepper.
Well, I hope Cracker Dance wins. Well, I hope they all win, but I mean...
The rain will play a big part in this.
Yeah.
We could be back to one runner.
We might have a runner.
I don't know what he's doing with Frankly Rosie. He said he was going to nominate her somewhere next week, so...
Yeah, I haven't run into
It's a bit hard on a Thursday afternoon, Pete.
I haven't run into any of those people I tipped to.
Ooh. All right, well, you guys all have a great Easter.
Yep.
And enjoy, and stay away from the chocolate. And good luck with your runners, and congratulations to the winners last week. And I know a lot of people in Samurai Star was a little bit excited last night on the phone. Just a little bit excited, Pete.
It's a long time for a yearling to race day, but when you get a bit of a idea that the horse goes all right, the pep and the step returns. So
yep, little bit of excitement there.
Yep.
So good luck to everyone. Have a great Easter, and we'll be back next week again.
Studio C, away from the trolley.
The trolley bay was not a good move.
No.
Enjoy.
See you guys.
Shaw, 2 lengths away, running on Country's Light around heels. Torbay Shaw finally gets the upper hand, 75 to go. Country's Light is charging late, but Torbay Shaw beats him a neck or a half. Second is Country's Light, and third, High Done from Easterly. Fine Weather, Pepino, Brasada, Vibrant Glider, and King Halston badly out of form. He's run last. Secret Hawajas out wide. Angel of Boom in front. Queen of Melwar's closing though. Queen of Melwar nails Angel of Boom late, and Queen of Melwar won at a length to Angel of Boom. Queen Beale runs third. Fourth is either Tulip Miss or Hawajas.